Great. Welcome. As we get back into place, welcome. I hope you are all just feeling centered. And if you're not, let's make that happen. If not, just make acceptance of wherever we are a little easier. So, as I said, slink down onto your back, onto the mat. We're going to give that breath some space here, bending the knees, keeping the feet on the floor. And I invite you to take easy pose. So this is the knees together, the feet wider apart. You might already feel ease through your low back when you bring those knees together and keep the feet wider apart. If not, definitely take a position that's comfortable. If it does feel great, it has something to do with our internal spiral of our thighs. And that takes the load off of those back muscles that may have been working hard. So, on that note, take the back of the skull to the mat, line it up with your sacrum, and feel the ease already coming into the body just by this horizontalness. Feel free to take a hand to the heart and a hand to the belly. Feeling this magnificence of letting ourselves become more relaxed together and breathing, celebrating our breath, celebrating the body moving with the breath, celebrating just having the body that moves. Notice your breath in your hands. Feel the warmth of your hands, a nice sunshine warmth as if you were absorbing sunlight on the front body. Taking our easy pose. Notice the breath. Notice how you're feeling the breath travel in the body as you inhale and exhale. So observing first. Take a few more rounds here. If you can, draw a map of the breath through the body, noticing the inhale, where it goes, and the exhale, where that goes. When you come back to this position later, maybe you'll notice a different map making itself known. Another deep breath, the deepest you've taken today. And as you exhale, see if we can lengthen the exhale. And our breath work today will be inhaling for 3 sips of breath. So inhaling a little bit, pausing, and then inhaling a little more, pausing, and inhaling another till the top of the breath. And then you can sigh out the breath, whether you want to make that audible or just silent, that's fine. Another sipping in. We'll begin the breath practice now. And again, sip it in through the nose. Sigh it out. Maybe you feel the shoulders drifting towards the floor. Amazing. And another sip in, and another, and then another. Nice long exhale. Take a few more breaths like this, seeing if we can bring that sense of sighing to the low back. Just laying the burden down of being vertical. Feel free to close the eyes, noticing with an inward eye what's the effect on the body is. Nice. And another. And as you exhale, drift the eyes open, soft gazing eyes. Take the arms out to the side, the palms up. Really fold the shoulders down and exhale them towards the floor as we open the thumbs outward. Nice. As you keep that openness across the heart and across the low back, our inhales just expanding outwards so we feel that expansion in the low back. And exhale, and we'll look over to our left and look over to our right. And again, just feeling the back of our skull nice and massaged. And then coming back up to look up towards the sky, we'll take circles with our chin. Whatever size circle feels comfortable for you. And then change the direction of the circle. Inhale, exhale. Take your next inhale, send the awareness, our mind's eye traveling all the way to the base of our pelvis. And as you exhale, taking the knees hip width apart. Another inhale to feel that traveling awareness down the spine. And exhale, bringing that up like an elevator up to the crown of the head and hug the knees towards the chest. Hug the knees around the shins or the back of our thighs. Feel the breath rising up towards the thighs through the belly and exhale, side out. Take the sacrum to the floor so we feel a little bit more of our imprint on the mat. Take the hands to the knees and take a circle around with the knees towards the left. And then towards the right, massaging out, already beginning that contact as we take it with the earth. We're feeling that therapy on the low back there, just noticing the muscles that work so hard. Giving them a little break. Inhale, exhale, taking the feet to the floor. And feeling our low back again. We're just going to make more contact. Take the arms out to the side. Take the palms down. Fold the shoulders open towards the floor. Exhale. Feeling that long line, a long, nice light shining from the crown of the head down to the base of our pelvis. So we feel a nice tethering in towards the center. Noticing our breath expanding with the inhale. And as we exhale, hug into that light within, that beam of light. Notice the muscles toning in. With our next inhale, we're going to take that expansion down to the belly, to the base of the pelvis. And as we exhale and tone in, we're going to begin to take the navel towards the floor, flattening out the low back. And as we inhale, let's take the belly towards the navel, towards the sky. And as we exhale, taking the pelvis and the low back towards the floor. We'll keep that contact with the feet nice and firm. Taking really easy pelvic tilts here. These are building the tiniest bridge ever. It's kind of a tiny bridge pose. Inhale. Take the navel towards the sky. If there's any herniation or any problems in the disc, don't go up as high. Exhale, pressing that navel towards the floor. So you'll feel it toning in through the glutes as well. As you continue matching the breath and the movement, feeling the breath move, feeling the body move. Each press, we're bringing those shoulders more in contact with the floor and the back of our ribs. Feeling that toning in and the abdominal support. So the abdominals take that load off the low back, as do our legs, our glutes. So that's where we get enlivening that with our bridging. And we don't even have to lift up off the floor. We're just taking a nice rocking action there. Noticing we're engaging our muscles. And really feeling the fuel of this movement through the glutes and the abdominals. Exhale, we're going to lift just an inch off the floor with the sacrum off the floor, noticing the legs toning, and then back down. Breathing, lift up as next time. So we're just going to take that tilt a little higher. and coming down. And again, so take this bridge, build that Golden Gate Bridge as high as you'd like, or the bridge here in Lisbon, which looks exactly like it. Lift up and down. This is one of the best back therapies for that lumbar. Love feeling that decompression happen as we lift. And again, the lift doesn't have to be high. We just have to feel the toning in of our abdominals and glutes, lifting up. Any strain in the low back, just go back to the simple pelvic tilts. Very subtle. Nice. Good. Now taking ourselves back to neutral spine, that's a bit of that beautiful low curve on the back of the low back on the floor, lifting up slightly. Inhale, we're going to lift our right foot off the floor about an inch. Feel the toning in as you step through the left foot, and exhale down. We'll step through that right foot, inhale, lift up on the left, exhale down. And try it again, doing a little stepping, tiptoeing through the tulips here, or a walk through the forest. Bring those beautiful images into the mind, into the body. As you breathe, the exhale is keeping us tethered to that center, that beam of light in the center of our torso. That's our guiding light here. As we tone in, we're feeling that we can take some of the action in our abdominals that sometimes our low back tries to take too much of. Take those feet up as high as you like to get this tone in with our breath and our movement. Beautiful. And then stepping both feet hip width apart. Feel your footprint, spread the toes. Exhale and just place those beautiful footprints on the mat. Take the hands, inhale. Exhale, take the hands to the thighs and press down towards the heels. Notice we're creating space in the spine. We'll be doing that more later as well. Release. Take the knees together. We'll just do a windshield wiper right now. Taking the right knee down towards the left ankle. Ooh. And then back up. I feel a little sound effects going on. And then back up. So my low back does some little air cracking, popping, sometimes like that. That's all right. Taking the left knee down towards the ankle and then back up again. Just our nice windshield wipers on mist. Keeping the eyes nice and neutral, looking up, kind of a stargazing action there. And then coming back to the knees together, we're going to take that strap if we have one nearby, taking some, again, more connection with our low back through our hamstrings. Inhale that left knee towards your face, circle your ankle. One way and then the other. And then lasso the left foot, ball the foot, and find your vertical of the leg that's comfortable for you. You might want this highly diagonal or highly vertical, depending on your body. Inhale, feel the breath going all the way up to those left toes. Sigh it out, feel it drop and cascade down to the left hip. See if you can anchor that left hip there and notice the sensations here. Holding. Holding and breathing with that sensation. As you anchor the left hip towards the earth, you'll notice a little more sensation. These are simply the hamstrings lengthening and getting used to that action. Nice. Let's take that across town towards the right hip. So inhale, exhale, taking the left heel over towards the right hip and keeping the anchor with your exhale, drawing back towards our magic light of the center. If you like me, if you like me, have the tight hamstrings. This kind of action really takes the pressure off the low back. Complete that next exhale. And our inhale will travel over towards a nice V of the alphabet out to the side. And just holding here, hold on to those reins, keeping our shoulders anchored. So again, we're aware with our inhale and exhale back to center, always coming back to that center. If you have to sigh it out all the way there, feel free. Hamstrings. Nice. Coming back to neutral with that leg. We're going to bend that knee, bring it towards you. Phew, feel that as we lengthen out that leg. Wow, definitely some nice different sensations there. So we're going to do the other one, but we're going to flip onto our side. So roll onto your left side. The right knee is going to be on top. We're just keeping that left leg lengthened, and we can rest that ear on the left arm. Beautiful. Bend your right knee. Take your right hand in front of the chest. Inhale, exhale. See if you can drop the tailbone towards the heel of the left foot. And then bend that right knee. Maybe you can bend it towards the glute on the right side, or just keep it bent in a right angle. If you can balance on your side here, reach back for the right foot, touching the heel, breathing. Maybe you grab your foot, but since we're just a little warmed up, you can touch that heel, it's fine. Breathe here. Exhale, straighten out the legs. We're gonna, like we're rolling through the grass, just roll onto your belly. My hair's getting crazy, but that's okay. All right, take your forehead to the floor. We're taking this to cobra. Hands anchored, nice sunshine hands anchored next to the shoulders. Take the forehead down. Really anchor the all the way to the bottom, but anchor the tops of our feet on the floor. Elbows dock into the ribs. We point the tailbone towards the heels and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, pull the hands down towards the heels, waking up the entire body. Inhale, peel up off the mat, pulling the hands back. So we feel that a lift and leverage, and exhale down. You can lift up as high as you would like, so you don't have to go up very far to feel this really ripple up the spine. Exhale. See if you can lift it from the abdominals, so as if the abdominals are just creating that support beneath you. So we're not taking this all in the back. Take 3 more baby cobras here. Sigh it out. You're doing one more. Feel free to take those 3 sips in as you move with the breath, and then exhale down. We're going to roll onto our right side. Yeah, on our right side. And then bend the left knee. Beautiful. Just cushioning your ear there. Knees aligned. We're taking that left hand in front of the chest and on the heart, and just finding our balance here. Inhaling, growing length in the spine, exhaling, pointing the tailbone down. Just notice that the front of our left thigh opens up automatically here. We can stay here, or you can release that hand and touch the heel of that left foot. Full exhale. We're traveling to the quads here because they are also a contributor to some tightness of the low back. Beautiful. Release that And take a nice fun roll onto the back. And knees bent, let's take the strap again. Find your nice alignment here. Feel the bones align. Inhale, exhale, feet on the floor. Invite the left knee. Did I do the left knee before? The right towards us. Yes. Right. Yeah. Circle the ankle. Yeah, one way and then the other. So I flipped over like a pancake here. I'm like, where am I? Okay, take the strap around the right foot and find your vertical or your diagonal. Inhale, feel the breath traveling up to the right heel. Exhale, cascade the exhale down to the right hip. Anchor your shoulders. If your face is strained, then you want to take the stretch a little nicer, a little kinder, maybe to the diagonal. And what is touching the earth? These are our anchors for this opening sensation along the back of our leg. Sigh in for 3. Sigh it out. Okay, great. Another couple of breaths here. Travel across town to the left hip, sliding that heel over on the right side, but then by the right foot, but keeping our hip anchored. For me, this is like a total sensation up the right leg as the brain body message shifts. We shift that tide, lengthen those muscles. And then finding ourselves out to that V, trace that line, hold on to the straps, anchor the shoulders. Inhale. As you exhale, navigate yourself to the sacrum. Triangular bone at the base of the spine. The center as we expand outward. Nice. And then we're going to navigate ourselves back to neutral. Maybe feel a few more sensations here. Nice. And then release the strap. Release your leg. Take it out straight. Both legs straight on the mat now. Notice the change and the shift in the body. Bend the knees. We're going to roll onto our side and come up to a side sit with our right knee bent in front of us. Ease yourself up to vertical. Nice floor work, everyone. You can take a pillow or a blanket underneath your lower sits bone to make sure we're on an even track with the hips. Beautiful. Let's find the evenness there through the hips, then take the fingertips out to the side. Nice roots growing downward through the fingertips. Inhale, exhale, root and press down. Feel the spine grow up out of the low back. Exhale, take the right ear towards the right shoulder. Pressing through the opposite hand. You can, if there's another seat that you feel more comfortable in, please feel free to take that. Allow gravity to guide you through the exhale. Taking your right hand to the head, lift on up, and let's take it across town to the other side. Left ear to left shoulder. Loosen the jaw. Melt this warmth through that neck. And we'll take our left hand to the ear and turn upward. Look up, gaze down at the heart. So nice. And then come on up, look forward. What we're going to do is take a twist over towards our right, walking those spider hands over, being aware of that center light, and then taking that sacred circle around us and walk the fingertips around it to the other side. Counter twist. And then walk those fingertips out. We'll take a walk to the right. So we're going to walk the fingertips out to the right. Then we anchor the palm. Take the left hand to the left thigh. Inhale. Press down as you exhale and anchor the hip as we just melt ourselves over towards the right hand. Maybe walk it out. And then lift the left arm across the rainbow over to the other side. Really feeling our left hip rooted. So we're lengthening and ironing out the left side muscles. Should feel good. You can bring the forearm down if you'd like, or use a block. Sweep that left arm. Use that momentum. Just come right on up. And we're going to travel over to the left. What we're going to do is take carefully with our knees. We're going to come over to the right side to our tabletop. So I'm going to just guide you through it. Turn over towards our right, a gentle twist. Take the hands down to the floor. Ease yourself up using the lift of your hands to a tabletop. Good. So from here, if you want to, we're going to actually go right into a bit of a lunge here. So we're anchoring our hands and our shins, not the kneecaps, but the shins. Inhale, exhale. We're going to take our left knee forward and our left foot forward. Hold that ankle, bring it forward inside your left hand. So this is a low lunge. You're going to take your fingertips to the floor if you need to, if that's easier for you than having the palms there. Just if we can square off the hips here in this low lunge, if you want to cushion that back leg, you can, or you can curl the toes under and come up into a runner's lunge here. Let's just feel the hips drawing towards the center. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, taking ourselves in a twist, turning the ribs over to the left and opening up to the sky. A nice full breath here. Exhale down. And then we're bringing that right shin down. Drawing the left knee back. Coming into a cat-cow here. Inhaling, really expand, especially expand through the low back as you drop the head. Exhale. Feel that sigh as we come into neutral or cow pose. Whatever you choose. Good. Now we're going to come back to our seat. This time we're folding the left knee in front and the right knee out to the side, or take, any kind of seat that you can find anchor with. Beautiful. Fingertips out to the side. Let's take that on this side with our nice tick-tock of the neck. Inhale, feel the crown of the head rising up. Exhale, take the left ear to left shoulder. Already feeling that lengthening of your right side as you press through the fingertips and the thumb. And then take the left ear, left hand, left ear, lift up, and exhale to the other side. Pressing through your left fingertips, we're softly melting here, no force, just using gravity. Beautiful. Taking the right hand to the right ear, lift on up. So nice. Let's twist over towards our left, walking around that sacred circle. Maybe we look behind us a little bit and walking around the circle to the other side. Beautiful. And then back to center. Inhale here. Exhale, sigh it out, walking over to the other side. We're going to do that same adjustment where we're going to take our hands out to support us and then pressing through the hands to lift the knees up. So you can tiptoe yourself out there with the curled toes to a tabletop here. Inhale, exhale, find your neutral here. So we're squaring off the hips, and we're a nice rectangle here between the shoulders and the hips. Inhale, exhale. We're going to draw the right knee forward and find it on the inside of the right hand. So we have both hands or fingertips on the floor. Inhale, see if you can find a horizontal, nice flat back. And as you exhale, drawing the hips evenly in a nice, maybe usually you will draw the right hip back a little bit, finding the connection between your back shin and your front foot. And then we'll turn with our inhale, exhale over to the right, reaching up to the sky, touching the clouds. We got none of them here today, but find them up there somewhere. And then bend that arm down as we frame the foot. Inhale, exhale, drawing back to our tabletop. You might want a cushion. We're coming back to child's pose, or you can take yourself onto the back and hug the knees if you like that better. We're going to bring the toes to the big toes together here. Inhale, exhale, slide the hips back to the heels. Reaching the arms out next to the ears. Feel the head just touching down. Rest the third eye. Not the head will just go back and forth as we massage the forehead. And we can rock the hips side to side. So this is where we can check in again with the flurry of our minds. Maybe we've got a few things, thought bubbles that want to melt or just drift around. See if we can bring some focus to the third eye. Something gorgeous. And then we're going to take our palms up towards the sky, receiving that something gorgeous in your hands. Inhale, feel the length of the spine. Exhale, you can bend the elbows and start to bring those palms towards the neck, towards the top of our spine. If you can, bend the elbows and bring the hands just below the neck to the top of the spine. Just feel that nice feeling of your hands on the back and see that what that's like with your breath. Inhale, exhale, giving yourself a pat on the back for being here. Complete the exhale. Reach the arms out again. And now we're going to sweep the arms back so that the back of our hands are on the sacrum. And we're going to bend those elbows and just one hand on top of the other, palms up. Message got through there. Sorry about the description. Right there, we're going to just sink down and feel our hands on the low back or on the sacrum. Side out. Sip in the breath. 3. 1 sip, 2 sips, 3 sips. And exhale. Nice. Now you're going to fold upward. Hands forward. As we come up to some balances upward. So we're going to gain some altitude. So take your time here. Curling up towards a cat pose. Inhale. And then coming back to neutral. Exhale, curl the toes under. We're going to push back with our hands, lift the knees, and bring the ribs to the thighs. Tiptoe your feet forward. And you can hold on to something if you want to, but we're keeping our feet hip width apart, spread the toes, perfect pool footprints there. Hang the head down, so keeping the knees behind the toes. Let's inhale, really feel the breath in the back body. Exhale, release the head.
And I'm going to suggest gorilla pose here. If you feel like joining me, take your hand and slide it under your foot, the corresponding foot. And you can just gently step on the hands. If this doesn't work for you, that's okay. You can keep the head hanging down and palm's going to be up, and we're just stepping on the hands with our feet, with those bare feet, and just hanging the head and feeling that release. Inhale again, expand across the back. Exhale, release, and then release the hands, shake them out. Walk them out. We're going to take it to a down dog where we're just going to pedal the feet. Feel those hamstrings. We've already opened them so much. It's wonderful. And more opening. Beautiful. And let's walk the feet to the center and the hands to the center. Ribs to thighs again. Let's lift with an inhale up to a flat back. So this is a nice safe way for the low back to get vertical. We're going to take the hands to the thighs, really press inward, inwardly spiraling. Inhale up, or continue your breath upward to chair pose, but keep the hands on the thighs, pressing inward. Inhale, exhale. I love to do this when I just feel any kind of like tapping into my core strength with those thighs connected, right? Inhale, exhale. Now step down strongly through the feet, hands to the hips. Come on up slowly, keeping the knees bent so we prevent any kind of adjustment issues with standing. Beautiful. Let's find our mountain pose here, just our anchoring mountain pose. Feet on the floor, hip width apart. Inhale, exhale, shrug the shoulders up to the ears. Sigh it out, release down. Beautiful. I'm going to turn towards you so I can show you our next stretch. Another beautiful low back relief. Inhale, exhale. We're going to take it towards a stretch for the TFL, which is outside the hips here, but it really gets some communication to the low back. Beautiful. Stand in mountain. We're going to slightly bend that left knee and take the right foot behind us and step strong through that right foot. Nice. We're going to take the hand up to a cactus arm, and the hand is going to be on an imaginary wall here. So let's just take that, turning the palm outward. Inhale, exhale, feel the feet on the floor, bend the left knee. So we're supporting that, but the right knee, the right leg is straight. Let's slide that hand up an imaginary wall. So just like as if you had that support of the wall, you can even go up to a wall if you want. Left hand on the hip and just start to slide up and feel the length growing. Maybe we lean that right hip towards the wall. You can feel free to just let that head out towards the left. Lengthening from the right foot all the way to the right fingertips. Slide down that imaginary wall. Coming back, inhaling, outward, exhaling, grabbing that beam of light and coming into center, back to mountain. Beautiful. Let's take the left foot behind us. Slightly bend the right knee. Here we go. Take the left arm up to cactus and then take the palm outward. Let's press that against an imaginary wall. Taking the right hand to the hip. Inhale, exhale, sliding that left hand up that wall and then sliding the left hip towards the wall. Press strongly through the left foot. If you want to do this against a real wall, you can always do that. Left foot to left fingertips, feel the action, and then sliding back, coming back. Inhale, exhale, feel your center. We're going to take that again, right foot behind us. This time we're going to take it up with our right arm next to the ear. Left hand holds onto that forearm or the wrist, and we lean over again. Right foot to right fingertips. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left foot behind us, softly bending the right. Sweep the left arm up. Right hand grabs the forearm or the wrist and we lean. Good. We should all look like we're leaning in a breeze here across the planet. And then coming back up. Nice. We're going to take a balance here. So take our feet out a little bit wider than hip width. We're going to turn our left toes out. Let's take a block next to the left foot there. Beautiful. And let's see, looking with our hands on the hips, softening our left knee. We're going to take ourselves out, and you can also take the left foot forward to parallel if that's more comfortable, taking either star or half moon. So softly bend that left knee as we balance and then begin to straighten it out. Tiptoeing the right toes and letting go with some air and the breath. Notice we want some power to come from the abdominals here, from the glutes. Coming down. We're going to convert this into triangle pose. So left toes out to the side. Align the heel with the back arch. Keep the hands on the hips. So when we breathe up, we're pushing down with the hands and up with the spine. Exhale, hinging at our left thigh and coming down to the block with our hand or the shin. Reaching up for triangle pose. And any strain in the low back, take a movement that feels better. Breathe. Anchor the feet. Come on up. And then let's take it to the other side. You can keep let's move the block over to the other side, to the right side. Take your foot parallel here if you'd like for the balance, or you can take the toes out to the right. That's sort of a modified half moon or star if you take parallel feet. So taking that steady anchor through the feet, slightly bend your right knee, tiptoe with the left, holding the hands to the hips, just giving that awareness of our low back and our core. So all of that core sitting in, feel that in your fingertips and then let go. And see if we can balance, keeping the left foot active. Abs, glutes, and center or support. Take a soft kitty landing on that left foot and then our right foot out to the side, aligning it with the back arch. Inhale, exhale, feeling our spine grow upward, and we're going to lean over to the right. Zipping up that energy up the front body, taking our hand to the shin or the block. And then the left arm to the sky. Really feel the feet as your roots. If you had a rope up there lifting you up, use that leverage. Come on up to your center. Oh, so nice. Inhale, hands on the hips. Exhale, hinging forward. You can take a block or just bring the fingertips to the floor and pull back towards the body. Breathe into the flat back, rolling the shoulders down towards the hips, and then drifting the head down. Hang the head down. Walk the fingertips in further towards the feet. Shake the head yes and no. Release the spine, release the verticality of the low back. Pressing through spider hands, let's breathe up. And then keeping a flat back as we come up, using our abdominals, inhale, on upward. Beautiful. Heel toe yourself back to center. Congratulations on a nice balance. Walk to whatever top of the mat you'd like to. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Feel the tiptoes. So come onto the tiptoes. Just feel that balance. All of the support of the whole body. Land softly on the heels. Bend the knees. Come on down. Back to the floor. Hands on the floor. Walk back to either child's, down dog, or tabletop. So you have a choice here. Take a child's, release. Take a cat-cow in tabletop, or take a down dog. Release energy through the breath. Any negative energies or anything you don't need, sigh it out. And then coming down to the mat, we're going to find our way to the back. Noticing your breath along the way and making sure you have a block handy. Continuing our low back love, both feet on the floor. Inhale, exhale, grab the block, or a book. Bridge up, just like we were doing earlier, using the breath, the power, lifting the hips up. And then you may have guessed it, we're going to put the block underneath the sacrum. And then we're taking a little spa bridge here. This is such a lovely release, a real message to the low back muscles that they don't have to over function. Yoga brings balance to our muscles. We, have some that work a lot over time and others that try to take a back seat. Love how much this brings balance. So sigh out that release of the low back. Sigh out whatever strain has been there and let it be absorbed by the earth. And then we'll take our heel on the left leg and slide it out to straight leg. And then you might want to adjust the sacrum as you do this. Slide the right heel, toes to the sky. We're going to fold those arms, palms down, fold the shoulders down, and then release the feet out to the side. So again, if this doesn't feel good, just lie on the back and take a little break there. But this should feel mighty nice for the sacrum, just lengthening out the front body, as well as releasing the low back. Sip in the breath once, twice, 3 times. Sigh it out. Take the fingers inside the bikini bones and just trace that line just on the inside of the bones up towards the shoulders and down towards the feet. Deeper connections. Nice. Now take the toes to the sky. Inhale, exhale, taking both feet to the floor again. Let's invite our right knee towards the chest. Hug that in. Beautiful. We're going to take our sole of the foot to the sky here, holding the back of the thigh. Adjust yourself using that leverage of the left foot on the block or on the blanket or whatever you're using to support the hip lift. Just feeling our half happy baby. You can hold on to the ankle of the right leg or the foot. Again, take this without the block if that's more comfortable for you. From here, we're going to turn a kind of an upside down lunge so we can slide the left heel along the floor and the foot toes to the sky. Just feel that length. Hold onto your right thigh with your right hand. Take your left arm next to left ear. I'm going to adjust this tiny little block I've got. Feel that length. And sweep the arm to the side, anchor the arm, taking the left foot back to the floor and right foot now. Let's take that balancing act to the other side. Inhale the left knee towards you. And then did I take the knee? I meant the knee. Yes, I think I said knee. And then hold the thigh. And then take that foot to the sky. Half happy baby. Maybe a little smile on our face to make it happy, even happier. Taking our hand to the ankle or the foot, anchoring our right foot on the floor. I find this block a little hard, so probably could switch to a blanket. Just do the same if that's happening for you. Usually have foam blocks. This one is a little cork one. Inhale, exhale, slide the right heel along the block, along the mat. And we'll hold that kind of an upside down lunge here, right toes to the sky. Inhale, right arm next to right ear while you hold the left leg at the thigh or the ankle. Breathe, lengthen to your right side. And just breathe. Sweeping that right arm, anchor the arm, slide the right heel, press that foot to the floor, and ease the left foot down. Lift the hips up, remove that block. Nice. And then soft landing for our sacrum on the floor. Beautiful. Let's inhale the left knee towards the face and then take the ankle to the thigh. Take a gentle rocking action here in our figure four. So we're creating some relief for our piriformis. Another little sneaky clue to low back pain is like a tight piriformis. And then unwind that, taking the foot to the floor. Inhale the right knee and then the right ankle to the thigh. Gentle rocking side to side, just an inch or so. Softly cradling that energy of our hip to release. And breathe. We can unwind, taking the knees right back to easy pose. Take the right hand to the heart and the left hand to the belly. Close the eyes. Breathe. Have the tides of your breath changed, traveling somewhere else. The map of this breath different than you started with. Maybe a little deeper. Maybe traveling to some hidden areas. On your next exhale, allow the right knee to travel towards the left ankle again. Back up the shin and then the other side, left knee traces to the right ankle. And keeping the eyes closed, just feeling that sensation. What is releasing? Maybe something in the body or the mind. And then allow the hands to drift upward, the thumbs link with the elbow crease. We keep the forearms above our heart or above the shoulders. Taking the elbows, just feel as you close the eyes, that the elbows are going the opposite direction of the knees. And then we're going to turn our head away from the elbows. Again, eyes closed, sensing our movement and our breath. And then with your eyes closed, take the eyes over towards the elbows so those muscles are moving as well. And if all of it is just confusing, ease yourself through a comfortable movement for yourself. Feel your breath, feel the spine. And then slow the movement down, slow the breath, coming back towards our Shavasana. Unfold the arms, palms to the sky. Anchor the shoulders to the floor, to that mat. Slide the feet out and allow them to flop out to the side, using our breath as our spotlight. Sip the breath in once, twice, 3 times. Sigh it out. Release to the earth. Close the eyes. Softness of stargazing. The back body feeling as if it's making a beautiful imprint in the sand. We notice what's touching the earth, what's facing the sky. And we notice that we are a channel between the two, the earth and the sky. Feel the whole body breathe. Feel the mind, body, and spirit release. And go forward easily and peacefully and joyfully. On your next exhale, wiggle the fingers and the toes. Circle the ankles and the wrists. Bend the elbows and the knees. Ease onto your right side. Exhale completely. Fold yourself upward to a seated position. Take the hands over the heart, linking the thumbs like bird wings. Self-nurturing. Thank you for sharing this with me. Take the hands to the heart, Anjali Mudra. And thank you to my Zen animal here. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to stop the recording.